The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movements start from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.
Man, it's all good though.
Mm-hmm.
How I'm sounding? You got your headphones on? How I'm sounding? Yeah, he just looking at the board. He didn't hear it. Shout out to the sound man. He just
Right.
look at the board. No, I see the levels. It's sounding good.
Okay.
Yeah, turn my headphones up in one for a little bit. Mic check. Yep, I'm good. Yep. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
We in the house, man. Let's get to it, man. Welcome to the Streets A&R Podcast. It's the host, Giddy Jicky with it. Our girl Sierra couldn't make it today. Life be lifing. She got a lot of shit going on. Shout out to her though. And she expecting cooking the bun in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, life is good.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't matter because today, we got a special guest today. We got somebody in the building who, let's just say, creates. However he feels he creates. A young fly nigga. If you can't tell. Somebody that takes, the craft of creation, of fashion, of business, of music seriously. Somebody that's doing it for the city here in the Omaha. And yes, we in Omaha. We in the middle of the map. We gonna put that shit on for the O.
For sure.
I'm from Tyler, Texas, by the way. But I live here, so I'm here. I am where I am.
Texas.
Yes, sir. But we got my guy, man, in the building. We got Phree in the building, man. What's up?
What it do? Yes, sir. We in here.
Yeah, man. So with you being here, dog, I just want first to introduce yourself to the people, to the audience, who you are, what do you do, and what do you do when it comes to creativity? Like, what's your mediums?
Okay. So first off, my name is Phree on all platforms. I'm a all around creative. If I think it, I'm gonna do it. If I think it, I'm gonna do it person. I do music, I do videography, a little bit of photography as well. I'm a fashion engineer. I just try to keep my hands busy, especially coming from where we coming from. It's easy to, backslide and do something crazy. So I try to do anything I can to remain creative.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
So you use the term fashion engineer,
Mm-hmm.
not designer, not curator, a fashion engineer. When you say engineer, what do you mean by that?
So as an engineer, that come with like having an eye for certain stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I also, I cut and sew myself, so some stuff I repurpose. A lot of things I repurpose. Also making, things from scratch as far as like handbags and stuff like that. So, and I try to, stay away from everybody else in the verbiage they use. So I went with engineer.
Guys, yeah. Niggas always trying to stand out, do something else. I don't want to not curate. Tastemaker, no, they got that. Engineer. But no, when it comes to your, I guess your sense of style, and before even your sense of style, when it comes to when you got started, when did you get started kind of in the fashion realm? And how did you curate? What would you call your style? Like your go-to style, and then how'd you end up curating that?
First of all, shout out to my mom. I definitely get a lot of my fashion sense from her. She out of control with it. Most of the stuff she don't even wear sometimes. I don't wear it. You know how women get.
Right.
But yeah, that fashion sense come from my mom. But as I got older, of course, we try to fit in with certain crowds. I always stood out. I was the nigga on the block in Vans,
That's a sin out here.
You feel me? You feel me?
This is not California, sir.
Man, listen, I was on the block in Vans, and that's when that wave was coming around and stuff like that. So that's how I knew I was different with the fashion, and then of course, I wouldn't say I was spoiled, but I was well taken care of, so, all my friends was, you keep some fly stuff on and this and that. I'm like, yeah, shoot, my mom do what she can. You know, I
Right.
just put it together. You know, but as I got older, of course we chased them styles and the Gucci's and the Louis and stuff like that. And I never was a fan of it. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just start a brand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but now I'm more or less at 33, I'm more or less casual, comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and just different.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might put on some I will put on colors that just don't some stuff that just don't go together at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just how my style is now. You know, and I really feel like it's not what you got on, it's the person that's in the clothes.
Yeah.
Your personality, you know, how you walking in it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely a way to color clash. I like to color block, or I like to bring out, you know, the subtleties in the color in something like
Yeah.
it could be one little symbol that's a color, but that might be the color of my shoes.
Right.
Something on a necklace or something like. So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna bring out the details. I'm a little more detail oriented and paying attention to that.
Absolutely.
So like these are like actual glasses. I had to get something that was fresh. I like you know regular ass glasses.
Absolutely.
Like they don't match everything, but them motherfuckers fly.
Mhm.
What do you think as far as the state of fashion when it comes to street fashion? Like where are we at? Because I know you just saying like you like to do stuff more leisurely. Are you talking about like sweats, jumpsuits, or are you talking about like
I would throw
casual
I would throw
clothes?
on some sweats, some trainers. Say if it's winter, I'm gonna throw on some sweats, some probably some Timbs,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and a nice little hoodie, raw hem hoodie,
Mm-hmm.
and a flannel, and a trench over it.
Yeah.
You know, just because. You know, I just like layers. That's my
Right.
favorite season is put on layers fall winter.
No, for sure. Yeah, I don't do big coats. I only layer up.
Yeah,
I like scarves
yeah.
and low key a
I haven't
secret.
gotten to the scarves yet.
Listen, you want to know? I'm starting to pick up in the fashion game of what I started looking up different stuff and pricing. My nigga, you got money when you can afford a real scarf,
Oh, for sure.
like a scarf.
For sure. Yeah.
Like a real scarf. Like that's when you stepping up when you in the detail stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was just doing a class on teaching something about cultural history, and we talking about ties, right?
Yeah.
I was looking up like the bolo tie, like the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Nigga, when I'm stunting, I'm wearing a real bolo tie.
Yeah.
The real like the Native Americans be wearing with the
Yeah.
strings hanging and the
Yep.
you talking at minimum $2,000. At minimum. You know what I'm saying? So when you start
Man.
so I'm starting to pick up on some of the things like, if you really want to stunt, and then you start looking at the subtleties of things like, oh, they ain't got nothing on, but then you check their wrist. Like,
Yeah.
oh no, that's
Yeah.
a little different.
Hold on
Check
now.
the scarf. You check it. You check the stitching in the shoes, is the hand sole. So I'm really picking up more on, you know, when it comes to fashion. And not just price, but quality. What does quality look like? What does it feel like?
And then you see you notice a lot of the rich guys, they don't dress the most expensive thing they may have on is they watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or like you said, a scarf. It could be an expensive tie. The suit could be $80, $70 from Target, or $100 from Target or something. But that tie probably costs $500.
Yeah.
You know, where them cufflinks was
Mm-hmm.
$500. You know,
Or that
Massive.
handbag they wearing on their back costs $4,000.
Yeah.
You don't know it, and they ain't really doing it for the money. They like, I just like it. I can afford it.
Absolutely.
But
The
you start to see the quality and stuff, like hanging around designers. That's why I appreciate people like you. I appreciate people like Mike Tony
Yeah.
with Chasing Luxury.
Yeah.
I appreciate MJ Queen,
Yeah,
and she be banging over there.
for sure. Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to. I gotta lose 50 pounds so I can model for MJ. I'm like MJ, you can take my measurements
ready.
whenever you want, girl. Shit. That's my girl.
Everything. Real shit. Yeah, she be going crazy.
Yeah.
Definitely be going crazy with the ideas, man.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely out of the box.
Yeah, she's starting to clash the prints, traditional with African print.
Yeah.
Um, Like I'm just watching it. That's gonna be a whole crossover movement. That's something I thought about a long time ago. My dad owns a clothing line.
Oh, really?
He started one long back in '97.
Oh, that's cool.
It's just named after us, and I'm gonna have to, like, I be thinking about all the time, like, do I revive it? I know my sister wanted to do something with it too. Like, we just gonna have to, when we get our money up, just go on and just jump that thing back off.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so you, outside of fashion, you talk about you also do music.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the music, kind of what is your vibe? What do you kind of put out there?
As far as my vibe and taste of music, I mean, what I project, I vent.
He thrashing, y'all. No, I'm playing.
I like to vent. I like to get it off my chest. You know, if it's something I've been through with family, you know, relationship, situationship, friendship, or things that I see. You know, I see my guys go through, or my lady friends go through, or whoever. You know, I just put it out there. You know, and one thing I learned with music is being vulnerable. You know, and that's what some artists kind of lack sometimes. You know, that they stuck in that gimmick realm, you know, and they not vulnerable enough. You know, I want to hear your story. I want to hear, you know, what you've been through. What was your struggle like? You know, like who broke your heart? You know,
they just not even being authentic. Like there's nothing they're saying that's real life.
Absolutely.
And you can hear it.
Absolutely. Or it could be real life, but is I'm gonna just say detrimental. You know, especially to society and how these shorties is consuming what they see, what they hear. So at that point, it's like, you know, the music I put out is definitely. I remember I was working with these kids at this one program, and you know, I was showing them my music and stuff because we had a music lab in there, and she was like, "You sound like what'd she say? You sound like a reformed hood nigga," and I was like, I don't know if I should take that as, you know what I'm saying?
I would take it as a compliment.
I'm like, I'm gonna take it as a compliment though, but at that moment, as an artist, I took it as, dang, so you saying I can't really like get on the track and like, you know, talk, you know, rap and stuff like that?
I think they were saying, I can hear that you can do that, but you trying not to.
Absolutely.
Like, we know, I can hear that you've been through something, but we know that's not what you're projecting.
Facts.
So that's why I said I would take it as a compliment.
Absolutely.
I think it's still a no to, you know, people like saying, nigga real. I'm like, well, all right, you still real.
Absolutely.
But you know that you're not trying to put out the wrong thing at the same time.
Right. But like I said, I'm vulnerable with my music, so, you know, you're gonna get every aspect of me or my life or what I've been through, what I done did or something like that in my music. So like I said, as an artist, I took it as a challenge. Like, okay, I get what you're saying, like, cause I can get on my Alchemist, you know what I'm saying? My West Side Boogie, my J. Cole, I can get on my Kendrick style, but also as a student of the game still, you know, I listen to like V's and Lucky, Babyface Ray, you know, them type of artists. So it's like, but like I said, they still put a little bit of vulnerability in their rap, you know?
Yeah.
So listening to them and taking in, you know, what they say, like on different podcasts and stuff, you know, like Lucky, you know, he said that, you know, Drake told him once to dumb it down a little bit, you know, and at first I didn't really understand what he was saying. What people would tell me all the time, like, you need to dumb it down. And I was like, you know what? Let's just make fun rap, you know? Fun music, you know? That's what they doing. It's like fun street music, you know? People, because you got to think in the clubs, you know, that's all they want to do is move their body, you know? So how can I also get in that realm, you know, as well as still when I hear an artist and they may come a certain way and I go back and listen to their catalog and it's totally different. And I'm like, whoa, you really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and I tell people, it's all based on what you want to get out of it. Like some people don't play no games. They like, I'm here to really spit, or I'm here to really showcase what I go through, or showcase my artistic side
Facts.
and lean on that. And then there's some people that's like, I just want to get some bread.
Yeah.
Get some bread, get some head, and go.
For sure.
But
Absolutely.
and so they gonna make music. That's the quickest avenue.
Absolutely.
So
see, I don't really care for the fame. I would say I'm one of them people that I want the connections and also the money because it don't just stop at music with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of person to I would go build a day reporting center for kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, the kids in the system, you know, or you know, something of that nature, you know. It don't just stop there, especially real estate.
Oh yeah. I mean, it could be a means to an end. So a means to get to something else,
Exactly.
and that, which is fine. So then, what's the quickest avenue that's not detrimental to self?
Facts.
You know. So, and I think that's what most people, the issue becomes. They know it's damaging they self. They don't want to do this type of shit they doing, but they still put it out. So now you got a conflict internally. So
absolutely,
how do you keep it from being that and moving that way? So I'm like, it's cool. Like it's most things. Like it's funny because I don't consume a lot of that because I just don't want to hear it most of the time. At the same time, I also listen to a little bit or some who I know there's a difference in telling the story versus promoting it.
Facts.
And it's very hard to explain it. It's just a feel you get from the storyteller themselves.
Facts.
So it's certain people I can listen to, and I know it's more of them pulling and trying to get something out. I'll give you an example of that dude I heard back in 2019 on the album. Now he just dropped his debut album last year. It was a dude named Ice Cold Bishop.
I might have heard of him.
He got a squeaky voice. Ice Cold Bishop album is nuts. It's you know, it's like it's called Generational Curses. He's talking about from being in the streets.
Yeah.
And it's a lot going on, but you can tell in the texture of the music, he ain't glorifying it. He's telling you what's really happening, the mental state of people,
for sure,
how it's affecting everybody. For
sure. And
he's still telling you, nigga, we ride it and do whatever, but I can hear what he trying to get out. It's not a we'll do that. No. It's not I'm trying to smoke it on my ops, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it just the
story.
texture of it and the meaning behind the intent behind it, you can feel the difference. So I'm that's what keeps me at least attuned to what's really going on and who moving and shaking in what arena. So as long as it's something I tell people you can live with it, you truly can, like you cool with putting that out, then go ahead.
Absolutely.
If it ain't even you, don't put that shit out. Especially not nothing like that, because it's gonna come back.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody gonna try you.
Right. Twitter crazy. Twitter wild.
Twitter crazy, and Twitter come to real life real quick. Sometimes you're in the wrong place. Like, what's that shit you said?
Absolutely.
So be mindful of what you saying.
Absolutely.
So for sure. I know you were mentioning some of the stuff you want to do as far as how using the music and the arts as a vehicle to get to more important stuff. When it comes to looking out for your community and making a way for your community, what kind of sparked you to be so mindful of building outside of just yourself and self-gratification? Like, you want to do stuff for people that may be in the foster system and kids and making a way. Like, how'd you get to that point?
I've always been selfless growing up. I've never been a selfish person at all. I've always been a shirt off my back, my clothes, your clothes, my shoes, your shoes.
You only child?
Yeah, for sure.
You only child too?
On my mom's side, I'm the only child.
Okay.
Yep. On my dad's side, I got brothers and sisters, but it was just me and my mom's house. So, like, I yearn for people. You know what I'm saying? Humans. You know what I'm saying? So, like my little brothers, you know, I would get them, you know, they wouldn't have the best of clothes. They'll come over, come on, bro, put that on, put this on, come on, come with me today. We're about to walk around, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I never been a selfish person. So, yeah.
That's what's up. I mean, it's good to see, I think, a lot more activism in the realm of truly being activated and making a dent in the community in which you came from is missing from some folks, but it's something we need to move to because there's still. And I tell people this ain't about giving shit out for free.
Yeah,
you know, you get into real estate to make money, but there's a way to make sure the people who you come from and the people who look like where you come from can get them opportunities to own and to do that as well. So we just gotta be more.
But I always,
you know,
I always knew it was bigger than me. Even when I got out of prison in 2015, I got out and everything that I said I was gonna do in there, I've done thus far. I've accomplished it. I'm cool. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? But doing the clothing stuff and doing this and doing the photography and stuff, I was like, I want to do something with the kids. Like I always felt like that was my purpose. Always, you know, since from that moment. I just didn't know which route to go or who to rub shoulders with to get in them realms. You know, not until like last year, I was working at the GOAT program, you know, with my sister, and it was dope. You know, I got a chance to work with kids that was on probation type stuff. So I would, you know, pick them up from school, or I pick them up from their house, take them to school, pick them up from school, take them to the program. We'll have the music center in there, so I'm teaching them basic, you know, Pro Tools. We'll have the arts and crafts center, Cricut machines in there, so I'm teaching them how to work with the vinyl, make custom shirts, brand ownership, you know, stuff like that. You know, we have homework hour and stuff like that. You know, so I always knew like the kid it's bigger than me. You know, really they the next generation. You know, I'm just doing my thing as I go, you know, into it's time to go, you know, so it's them, you know, even my kids, you know, setting something in stone for them to fall back on, or them to be like, okay, my dad was really in tune, you know, he really cared.
Really doing it. Not talking about it, just being about it.
Facts.
You know, we here in the city of Omaha. Unfortunately, we get the inside of Omaha Trader Facebook and Twitter activity, right?
Man, what?
So we see a lot of the, you know, calling us the bullshit. And it's not unique to Omaha, bro. If we were in Miami and we were from Miami, we would see the same shit from the inner city, from the people you grew up around and stuff. So, but with that being said, even though we see some of the negative comments about, you know, the growth of the city, opportunities in the city, we know that this city is on a bubble.
Yeah,
on a real bubble. And we was talking about it beforehand. Like, it's some shit really, really, really coming down the pipe for this city. What is something that you see that people like yourself, like us, what opportunities do we need to really be prepared for and to try to grab onto as this city starts to grow and bubble? Like, what should we be looking out for?
More multimedia platforms, more podcasts, more performance platforms, even little shows here and there. We used to have shows. I remember we used to have shows a lot. Like, you just had them little shows. Of course, people got tired of having to pay to perform. I get it. I wouldn't want to pay to perform either, you know, but we got to start somewhere. But in the same sense, you know, if you one of them type of promoters, if you believe in your city, the money don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you want to make some type of something off something. So that's something you got to work in on the back end with, where you booking that or whatever the case may be, as far as like door and stuff like that. But I made a post before and it basically said, like, it's not about the hate no more. I don't. Can't nobody say it's the hate. People still hating and hate this. It's not. The city moving. Everybody doing their thing. It's just oversaturated. It's like we got this one pond and everybody trying to fish in this same pond. Ain't enough fish in this pond. Ain't enough connections.
And the crazy part is there's more water.
Yeah.
We just on this side of the pond.
Facts.
I'm like, we don't have to be and do the same thing here.
Absolutely.
And there's so many, again, there's, like you were saying, there's a lot of opportunity that already presents itself that's here. We just got to do a lot of the work to build it. This is no different than what we doing here, right? This shit started in my house. This shit started from Instagram posts
Absolutely.
during COVID.
For sure.
Posting every day.
Hey, look, COVID breeded some great entrepreneurs, man.
You know what I'm saying? And we got to be creative and start to look at what are the gaps, what's missing, what am I willing to contribute? And that's be our biggest question. Not what needs to be done. What am I willing to do about it?
I do it. Like even now, like I be talking to my guys on the team, and I tell them like, you know, okay, if we doing this, it's time for everybody to play their role. I can't be the only one holding the camera all the time for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm an artist as well,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? So, and I get it. You know, we got a producer. We got we got 2 videographers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my brother Tate. You know, he great at marketing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, connecting with people, rubbing shoulders. So it's like people just, you know, playing their role
Mm-hmm.
as we grow into it. You know.
Yeah, I'm like, everybody don't need to be in front of the camera.
Facts.
We gonna need a sound engineer. We gonna need an agent.
Come on now.
We gonna need a lawyer.
Come on now.
Like we there's different things that can be done.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, go look at LeBron and go look at Kevin Hart.
Yeah, even an assistant play valuable roles.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
they're the filter.
Come on now.
Listen, bull. No, we got to look at this. Hey, check this email. Do this. Like, and it's not to diminish. And as everybody, as one goes, we all go.
Yeah, and we not. And I would never try to dim nobody like that's by me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If anything, I'm trying to help you pop your own light, especially if I see you got some light in you.
Mm-hmm.
But you not glowing it how it's supposed to be glowed, you know, I'm gonna help you glow it,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So in that aspect, heck yeah.
And listen, I don't know what it is about everybody thinking they need to be the number one man, but shit. Last time I checked, these agents getting the cut.
Absolutely.
Managers getting the cut.
They getting the cut. The producers.
You ain't even got to do that work.
Engineers. Getting the cut.
Getting the cut.
They got to record you first.
Lawyer getting the cut.
Mm-hmm.
Stage production manager getting the cut.
Come on now.
Like everybody, the pot is here. Mm-hmm. It's here. We got to build it. And like right now, it might not be no cut. Our cut might be putting in.
Yeah.
We got to pay it. You know, you was talking about, you know, sometimes paying for shows, and like even in a city like this, like our market kind of dictates our movements, right? In the sense that here, nigga, you make a show that's over $20, niggas ain't coming.
Absolutely.
And that's sad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, how do you combat that? Either you do stuff under 20 on a price point. If you do it over 20, you got to make it a spectacle. You got to push it, right? You got to really know how to market and do it.
Yeah.
But we got to know when we have to create a loss leader to get to something greater.
Mm-hmm.
Like we do an event, I'm going to set the event up. We're going to continue to do the event. I got an event I've been doing. This is going to be my 5th year.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't personally made any money yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even expect this one to really make money.
Facts.
But what I'm doing with it is bigger than just my personal gain in that realm. I got another way to make money. I got a job. I'm DJing. So this is going to be for us to connect with a whole nother city, a whole nother market.
Absolutely.
And start to bridge this gap. And to put the folks who ready and got the talent and who ready to go, they going to be on go mode. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's been the goal ever since.
Mm-hmm. That's like La Russell.
Mm-hmm.
He do a pay what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had a little show here, and
He had 2. That's what people don't even know. He had
pay
2.
what you want. You know, even his music site. You know, I signed up for it as well. Even Biz.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's options on there. You can set whatever you want people to pay for your music or whatever, or your content, or you can put pay what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Like donation based. You know, like if you really, especially where we at on a creative scale, and them higher ups in the city not wanting to support that creativeness that we trying to push out the city, we got to do it like that. It got to be almost like for the people. You know what I'm saying? Instead of gimme, it's for the cash, you know. And then, you know, as you grow, people believed in you, you know, you start to charge whatever you want.
Yeah, you gotta you have to build your brand. Like I don't know, there's a part of business people give out coupons, like they literally lose money to build up their support base.
Yeah, I give out free clothes all the time. Like free shirts, free hats, just because like here. You know what I'm saying? Like even though it took me time to paint it, I don't care. You know, I could sell it easily. Already sells. But I'm like, shoot, I'm gonna just give them away. You know?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Speaking of that, explain what you got here with my Narnia.
So yeah, Narnia, man. Gifted this to my people, to my good people up here, man. Narnia is basically where we at, Omaha, Nebraska. I feel like it's a special place here. You know, we in the middle of the map for a reason. The president bunker here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Some kickoff, he coming straight here. You know, so I just feel like this is one of them places where you open that clause and it's like, wow, like we got so much talent here, so many good people here, per millionaires per capita. You know what I'm saying? Like we got the motion here. You know, so
we got the ocean. We trying to find the motion.
Yeah, we got the ocean trying to find the motion for sure. You know, it's steadily coming. But I just feel like, you know, our little city is like Narnia. You know, Nebraska, Omaha. You know, it's like Narnia.
That's what's up. We definitely appreciate it, bro.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Might have to replace my guy Sci-Hi for now. My little Sci-Hi picture. That's a random picture. I fuck with Sci-Hi.
Real talk.
Yes, sir, man. Before we get out of here, man, anything else you want to say to the people? And where can they support you at, bro?
So you can support any of my music. I am Phree on all platforms. I am Phree. Social media outlets, him any fashion on all platforms. Man, just stay blessed. Whatever you think, you do it. Try it. If you fail, oh well, at least you know how to do it. And if it's time to come back to it, you got it in your head already.
Stop rhyming, bro. Yes, sir, man. We definitely appreciate it with the game.
Appreciate y'all.
Keep going, bro. We got a lot of shit moving in the city.
Absolutely.
And I tell people, be ready.
Yeah.
When the call comes.
Yeah.
From anywhere.
Yeah.
When that call comes, you got to be ready.
Man, look.
People complain about opportunity and don't know what to do with it.
After that conversation we had just before the show, I'm like, dang, do I want to leave or do I want to stick around to be like, you know, one of them ones that people supposed to connect with when they come here to make the connections, you know, because it's coming. It's coming.
Depending on where you at in the journey. If you need to leave to go get something and gain something and come back, then that's what you do. Cece's usually sitting here. She was in LA for years, almost a decade, I believe. Now she back in the city, still making moves, still making waves. So
absolutely.
It varies. So you do what's best for your mission.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. Not even for self, for the mission.
Absolutely.
Which of course means taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
But do what's best for the mission. We'll figure it out as we go.
For sure.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate it, bro.
Yes, sir. Blessings.
We're going to get up out of here, man. It's Streets A&R Podcast. You know where to find us at. That's Streets A&R. I'll be forgetting what camera to look at because this ain't my normal seat. But we on everything but Apple, man. Make sure y'all follow, like, subscribe, share, comment, repost, send it to somebody. Hit us up, man. Make sure y'all really tune in with us, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We gonna get on up out of here, man. It's your host, Giddy Jicky with it. And thank you to my boy Phree, man, for coming through. We out.
Yeah.
Peace.
The beats, the flow, the rhythm. All movement starts from the streets. Streets A&R Podcast.